Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today more Elspeth Von Draken. And I mean, things are going well. We've been doing a lot of wheeling and dealing, changed things around a bit. I now have all of southern Sylvania, and I've given northern Sylvania to 3 different provinces. And I guess I didn't really explain the benefit of this. You know, you might think, oh, you want them all the same person, right? No, because I know there's going to be loads of fighting here, and I would really like it if 3 completely different provinces just ended up with a stack in each of these settlements. Because that would just have so much, like, more military might nearby. That's always the thing in this game. Having more factions over the same space, you're going to end up with more armies there than if you have all of that territory owned by a single faction. And yeah, also, it'll apply to where they choose to position their armies as well. So that's how you can end up with more density of armies. And that is going to be useful for us when the invasion happens, which will land right on top of Castle Drakenhof. Be big undead armies there. There's also going to be big undead armies in like Helmgart as well. Like a bunch of stuff is going to arrive here, be pushing to the Empire via, you know, these ways. Wood elves as well, maybe. They might just fight all the undead and turn into nothing. But then there might be a load of dwarfs here as well. There's going to be a lot of dwarfs as well. Oh, and maybe dwarfs here and undead there and wood elves here. What have we done? Seriously, what is going to happen? I've never done an Ultimate Crisis one. It seemed like it would all just be too stupid and mostly cancel itself out, and turn times would expand to 1 billion hours. But, you know, you got to try it, right? Got to try it. Now, what are we doing? So yeah, we did spend a lot of money on Purge the Foul, which I think is definitely worth it. There's a lot of other stuff we can do. You know, all these diplomatic ones would be nice too. All this is useful. But yeah, not yet. Better melee attack and defense, I think, is a good idea. Although more missile strength and missile resist, I think, is sort of perfect. Extra 10% damage for all of our guns, which is most of our army, is, you know, just brilliant, really. Oh yeah, and you are done here. I don't really know what we're doing with them. Count Kern is lost. Bless him. Yeah, is that what they mean by a lost hold? The answer to that is no, I'm being silly, but, like, you know. If you want it done right, it's just very funny. We can't go to war with these guys again just yet. We can't go to war with them again just yet. Declare war 8 more turns before we can do that, so we're just going to leave them to it for now. So, who are you at war with? Anybody? Nope. Him piecing out with us pieced him out with everyone else, because we've got a lot of vassals. Which is going to be interesting, actually. That's going to be an interesting feature of this campaign, I think. Oh, they won't like us trespassing. But if they don't like us trespassing, they decide to attack us, that might be for the best. So I'm kind of happy to upset them. I am still wondering if we need to bury this. I think we're going to. I think we're going to go bury that. Oh, well, that'll take us longer. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's run really quickly there, and then we can do a short hop the rest of the way. But yeah, I think we're going to go to the Nemesis Crown. We have a mission here to raid it. Oh, we can raid North. Yeah, we'll try and remember to do that. I won't, will I? No, definitely not. Alright, we're going to crack on. But yeah, we're going to get, we're going to open up a new front line of the mountains, try and wipe out Azag, and then we're going to fight Scrag. Scrag, he probably just wants non-aggression pact. Yeah, no, we're not going to. I actually want to wipe him out. I want to wipe out his faction and replace him with the Border Princes again. Which is a weird thing to do, to awaken the Border Princes, because I guess we'd have to roleplay it a bit, that I'm actually just clearing out the ogres, and then naturally a bunch of random, like, you know, startups will show up. Ooh, good, Cowstall's brought us some riches as well. Thank you. Oh wow, we've got a mission, which we can probably accomplish soon, so that's nice. But yeah, basically the Border Princes, because it's just this weird balkanized crazy land of like 1 billion different, you know, little self-proclaimed kingdoms, dukedoms, realms, whatevers, empires, you know, whatever they want to call it, basically. It tends to be like the sort of the second sons of nobility will, you know, gather a bunch of forces and what wealth they have as the second son. You know, they're not going to inherit the title of their father or whatever, because they're the second one, right? So they go off and create their own little adventures, create their own little kingdom, so they can actually be the leader of something. And a lot of the time, people quite like it because it's a great buffer for the Badlands. So creating little empires there is kind of nice. It'd be like, oh, if my son wants to go and do that, they can bring home some riches, maybe, or maybe they just die. But whatever, I have other sons. I have my first one. It's all fine. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. But like, yeah, we'll go in and we'll awaken the border princes, which really just means we create the space for random people to like come in and decide to, open up shop in the space that we've created.
Of the dragon
and it might be people of the Empire, it might be something else. Might be something else entirely. Now, you there, Bone Rattlers. Probably not worth fighting, but quite a big garrison considering it's just a minor settlement. Let's loot and occupy. And I guess we don't need to repair it or anything. I can just sell it, can't I? So the arcane sigils woven into the fabric of this blanner. I was going to say this blanner bays blightry. In the presence of metal altering heavy, cumbersome armor, making it as light as a feather. I mean, extra 20% move speed would be good for our, cavalry army, not so much for this one. That's right, our mythical cavalry army. The one that doesn't exist yet. Among the mighty forests of the Empire, woodsmen look after the trees they will fell for timber. I mean, that's nice. He's just earning us some extra cash. Thanks, buddy.
Master engineer.
Now, let's get you something else. Yes, Emperor's finest.
Never complacent.
And yeah, look at these guys. See, they're guarding Vuldenhof now. So these guys won't be able to get in unaccosted, which is awesome. I also am thinking I might swap this guy out. For a different lord. I might end up with Humphrey Froclickman defending Castle Drakenhof at some point, but I think this army that doesn't really exist yet, I need to swap him out. I don't want to have another army running around. In fact, our income just plummeted. It's because I guess your upkeep went up a bunch, because I left the upkeep reduction of the garden, right? So that's a bit annoying.
Pioneer of progress.
Anyway, I'm going to go do this now. We're going to fight some goblins. Hello there. Hello, goblins. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Oh god, yeah, it's an ambush. I forgot about that. And you can have more leadership for some reason. All these guys in grape shot. Just point blank into all of this. It's going to be fun. Attack now, and the element of surprise will give you the upper hand. Let's do it. Okay. So, they're going to try to get to here. And, I mean, there's a lot of very quick stuff here. But I do wonder if we're able to position our cannons here and we grape shot, how far will the grape shots move? How far will they travel along here? That's what I want to know. Because I think it could be a lot. Halberdiers! Halberdiers! And you're going to die, aren't you? You're going to die horribly to grape shot. Sure does. Is that good? That's good. Perfect. And you guys on this hill. And yeah, you can move up into here as well, right? Okay, good. Let's just go with like a couple here, bunch up here, and hopefully we can gun down most of these guys, like fairly effectively.
Accuse them. We are ready.
All right, this is going to just end so horribly, isn't it? It's going to be an absolute slaughter of like both of us, though. Alright, you're mostly in range of stuff. You will be quite quickly with all these guys. All this stuff is really bad. It's really bad for us.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
However, I think as long as we've got some people in range here, these guys should remain fairly busy trying to fight them. Maybe I don't need you in that weird little spot. Maybe that's unnecessary. Go on, kablooey. Let's go. It says they're shooting. Oh, they're using the Nemesis Crown on us. J'accuse. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Ooh, it looks like we attacked. Yeah, there's the little swine. Let's blast him. Wow, yeah, they're all... they're all having a bad day. Yeah, here come all the grape shot. How have you guys done? Yeah, hundreds of kills each. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, pump wagons, please. And, you know, you start chasing them, actually. You start chasing them. And, oh, he's under back. Good. I mean, he's hitting us with that damage over time field that they get when they're in combat. Okay, come on. You guys got to get some shots into here soon, yeah? You got to. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, cannons. I feel like they take a long time to shoot with their grape shot. And, yeah, he's gunned down. Good. And, yeah, here they come. Oh, God. You poor guys. Still, that's very exciting. I'm amazed that they didn't kill more of our own guys. Okay, 110 is the lowest one. These guys got 287 kills. Very nice. So that was fun. That was very fun. Just having this kill box was, yeah, felt like we were playing Empire Total War all of a sudden. So yeah, that went very, very well. And yeah, we did kill a bug. We got some schematics. I should check our schematics actually. I think we have probably like quite a few. We could get some amethyst units for this army, I reckon. Now let's see. Yeah, replenishment. I just want to keep going, I think. A little more money would be nice because I could spend that, and I think we're going to replenish on our journey anyway.
Not that we are unmerciful.
So, okay, now we have the thing. What are we going to do with it? We could seal it, gives us a bunch of money, and gives us a big replenishment for 10 turns. Oh, wow. Love that. Or we could keep it. I'm not going to keep it. We've actually handled everything we wanted to handle. I don't think it's got any reason to be tempted by the crown, except for the fact that it puts up missile strength. But even so, no, we're playing good boys. Even though the witch hunter in our team has already put on a cursed helmet. So what's one more cursed helmet? But no, I think that's his own little story. I don't think everyone needs to have the same story of wearing a cursed hat. So the timeless blackened power of the Nemesis Crown now rests in your hands, awaiting a choice that may impact the course of destiny and the fate of the entire world. You could seal the crown away so that its evil may never threaten the world again, but of course, such power is always begging to be exercised. No, I'm going to seal it away. Such dark power is too dangerous to reside in anyone's hands. Seal it away for eternity. So, good. It will appear again, and then we can get some more money out of it. But yeah, all armies get that casualty replenishment rate. It's really nice. Unending volley, huh? Another ranger's quiver. So File Dwarf, I think might be... Oh no, Castle Drakenhof. Damn. I was going to build something here. I wanted to build a... one of these. I wanted to build one of these. I wanted to get Shrine of Sigmar. I hate that hero capacity is always on the later upgrade. I think it's so stupid. Like, I really want to see that changed. Anytime you build one of these buildings, it should put up hero capacity by 1. You know? You should always be able to actually build the thing you want in the place where you built the building to build that thing. But you can be in a position where 10 of your settlements have a Shrine to Sigmar and you have 1 warrior priest running around. And it's just dumb. Alright, well not 1, because the minimum is 3, but still. I think it's really stupid. I think it's really dumb. Building that building anywhere should be a +1 to the capacity. You still got to pay for upkeep. They're still balanced in that way. It's just, you know, it just seems unnecessary to me. You have to upgrade the building just so you can field another one. Because, don't you think having that shrine means that there are going to be warrior priests there, or just priests in general? But it almost feels like you can have 10 different shrines that are all being manned by a single priest. It just feels really odd. You'd think they would all be able to contribute. You know, warrior priests in some regard, seeing as how it enables that recruitment. Oh wow, Zufbar got wrecked. Oh man. Okay, well we need to go and help We need to go help him out, I guess.
Honor to your
Look, we'll spend all his
ancestors.
money first. What do you need? Carrick Dromar. There you go. Thanks. Oh my god, love
I
that.
agree.
I love how rich Zufbar are for some reason. No one wants to trade. Oh, Marienburg.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now, what
I mean,
brings
I'd
you
like
here
to
with a
trade with
sheep?
them, but this is a start, you know? That is a start. And Curon, they
It's
still
late in
exist,
the
which is
day
good
For
news.
the Empire.
I mean, that's all really good. A lot of people want to make deals with us now.
Lord of
In fact, northern provinces, they do not have many settlements, huh?
Our ancient empire has not survived until now.
Can we trade
without
with them? I need to give them
friends.
10k. It's too much. It's too much. That is too much. But I can get a bit of money
The
out of them
star
for some agreements. Should probably... Let's try and win them over as well.
Pardon, I am glad.
I want to win over a bunch of Cathay. At some point, we can probably get that technology that makes Cathay really like us.
And I will
In fact,
purge your
let's
life
try and do
from your
military access
cities.
as well. And okay, I'll give him 36 gold. Perfect. But no, that's all good. Oh, Karaza Karak are all right
Greetings, honorable
with military access. That's good.
The Who
And
calls?
oh, Hockland and Midland both want to become military allies.
It is good to see fellow sons. Indeed.
Good. At some point, I'll get them to become a vassal, but
Yes.
maybe another time. In fact, anyone want to do that? No one.
So-
No one does. The person most willing to become a vassal is the Great Orthodoxy, which is unusual. Second most is Northern Provinces. What is deciding this? How weird. All right.
What?
Anyway, military allies, Midland,
Welcome, my countrymen.
and I can give them 18 grand. I have 18 grand. I have 27k. Well, that's nice. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. They can just give me that.
Affirmative.
But we're winning them over. and
Yes.
That's what matters. Do the Reichlands want to do anything yet? I mean, seriously.
Greetings from Sigma.
No. They just... Come on, man. And they like me less now. Because I've been trespassing against Midland. Are you kidding me? And they hate that I have all these treaties with Stirland. Why do you hate Stirland so much? Are you at war with Stirland? No. You just hate Stirland. That's really unusual. Karl Franz is a weird guy. What a weird man. A strange man, Karl. He's got a lot of the mountains, which is really unusual. But, you know, whatever keeps him going. So we killed Umug. And we sealed the crown away. Torn from the cold, dead hands of its previous bearer, Victor Solman of Wissenland and Nuln, the Nemesis Crown's corruption seeps out in every direction. Proclaimed too dangerous to ever be put to use, it has been cast away instead, sealed beneath countless protections, so that its wickedness may never reappear. So what's really fun is it did get buried, originally, by Alaric the Mad, who created it. He did eventually bury it, realizing how dangerous it was. Whereas that material, he never should have made it. And he couldn't destroy it. I can't remember if it was because of, like, pride or what, but anyway, he buried it in an old abandoned mine. But then there was an earthquake, right, which basically created, like, new seams of ore, which... Do I start talking about geology and the economics of mining? Ore is only called ore if it's profitable. That's its designation. It's minerals that have value, right? So if it's more expensive to dig them out of the ground than you can get from selling them, then they're not ore. That's not considered ore. That's just considered, yeah, there's metal in the ground or whatever. But anyway, so there was an earthquake, a bunch of stuff shifted, and then suddenly, like, oh, you know, stuff had shifted around, and now more stuff was accessible. So a bunch of prospectors, dwarven prospectors, went in to go, like, take a look around and see what was now accessible, what enterprise they could start up again. So suddenly it wasn't an abandoned mine anymore, and then they all slaughtered each other because they all wanted the crown for themselves. So yeah, it didn't go great. So that's how it was, like, that's the start of the Nemesis Crown, like, campaign, basically. It's resurfaced. And now everybody wants it. So yeah, that's how it happened. So it supposedly, it maybe was the reason the earthquake happened in the first place. Like it was sort of warping the universe in order to be found. Because, it's that powerful an artifact. Very much, very much the One Ring kind of situation. So, boom.
Burdened with brilliance.
Let's have a look. I think very little. I don't know. What do we want from you? Sharpshooter. Let's just make our guns gunnier, because a lot of them are actually, have actually ranked, which is kind of cool. We can put you into a normal stance now. So Nobber is over here. I'm sure he's going to attack us. These guys probably don't like us trespassing much, but I'm not one to mind. I'm not one to mind. If they want to declare war on us, they're declaring war on basically the entire Empire now, because we have a huge alliance. Could get a tavern. Do we want anything here, really? Like, realistically? Let's just have a look. See what major settlements could be upgraded. Okay, we've still got a while before that can be. We can upgrade this, though. This is quite expensive. +3 recruit rank for Knights of the Black Rose faction-wide. They're much cheaper to recruit. Local recruitment duration for them is quicker. And it gives them all Iron Resolve, so they actually get a buff as well, which is very cool. Entities cannot die, so yeah, while they still have more than 50% hit points, they won't lose any models, which is amazing. It's really good. It means they can take a cannon shot, basically, and be fine, without losing sort of unit cohesion, I guess. Though, I'm sure there'll be Warhammer people that think I mean the mechanic unit cohesion. When, I just mean what the words mean. Boom. And yeah, more farms for you. Okay, we just spent 27 grand in a blink of an eye, which is pretty normal. Don't worry about it.
I suppose it's
let's get you Black Powder Discipline. This is the stand still, get more accurate. Yeah.
Amethyst.
He's always standing still. I don't know why I didn't get that for him sooner. Although I guess he wasn't initially, was he? He was charging people down on his horse. And now the person I have who's supposed to be charging people down, I made mega slow. But, that's all very funny.
Pioneer of progress.
Okay, you were going to start recruiting an army. Well, I was going to swap you out for someone else. Tell you what, we're going to swap him out anyway before we do another battle with him. So we'll just get rid of it, and that'll put our income up a bit. And then we might be closer to getting that quest done. I'm wondering if there's a way around this. Let's take a look at our gunnery school. Okay, we have nearly 3 grand. Okay, these do get more expensive the more you get. It might be worth just upgrading them, actually.
Do not fear, for all
So extra
shall
melee attack and melee
fear
defense,
you.
now more missile-resistant armor. And then we'll have the Soul Blight attacks that reduce damage of armor of enemies. And then the passive ability, Iron Resolve, which is, they can't die while being above 50% health. While the unit is above 50% health. So a model could be on 1 health and won't be able to die. Cool. And then I guess I could upgrade one of these just because I can. So, yeah, speedier steam tanks. It's a lot of upgrades. And yeah, we still need to get a tier 5 building to upgrade that fully. So we still need to wait for this to get to tier 5, which will be 3 turns plus another however long it'll take. So yeah, still a ways off. And here, do we keep delivering? I mean, we want to get Knights of the Blazing Sun and Knights of the Black Rose from there. No, Knights of the Black Rose we're getting anyway, aren't we? But do we want Reich's Guard? We probably want Knights of the Blazing Sun, though. I don't think we're going to get Reich's Guard. And I know you guys probably think, but Reich's Guard are great. But yeah, but they're very much associated with the Reichland. Reich's Guard, So I kind of like the idea of, while we aren't exactly, we don't have the best relationship with Karl Franz, probably because we've unified the entire empire around us instead of him, we have kind of undermined his role as emperor, haven't we? Somewhat. So I can see why he might be a bit miffed. But anyway, yeah, the Reichsguard are his bodyguard, basically. So I think we keep off that. But I would like Knights of the Blazing Sun. I think getting some other, Templar, Templaric orders would be good. A Templar order. I know there were the Knights Templar in history, but any Templar, Order of Knights, just means they are associated with the Temple. Right, so you have some secular Knights and some, Templar Knights. And Knights, the Blazing Sun are an order of Templar Knights. Because, they worship the Midia. Whereas Rights Guard, they're not a Templar order. They aren't associated with the Temple. Although they do have links with like Sigmar and stuff in the way that the Emperor has links with Sigmar. It was a bit nebulous, but technically they're a secular order. Anyway, moving on. Under More Sleeves Glare, we could, I don't want to lose growth anywhere, so I think I might just pay. I kind of don't want to, though. Oh, and a caravan arrived from Nuln. Good. Arrived in Nuln. Let's risk... No. Oh, I don't want to spend the money. Oh, we'll get it back. Alright, Mad Howlers and Jared's Errantry Army are both dead. Found an ambush of Luan. And, Nuln received a Cathayan caravan, so an extra grand there. And we just found... so there's a lot of... Yeah, I don't quite understand where you came from. Clan Verms. Where the hell is Clan Verms from? I mean, around here somewhere. Oh my word. Are they from everywhere? What is happening? Has Clan Verms taken over? Feels that way, doesn't it? I mean, these are probably many different factions, but like, who can say? Because we do have the modifier that lets minor settlements perform better. So who's to say that that isn't happening? You know? Maybe this guy's doing alright. Or maybe he's just lost. Nerg lost.
Rider of the Dragon.
Maybe he's just Nerg lost. Okay, that's an army now. When did you become an army like this? That's huge. And you got quite the army as well. Are you going to be okay, Castle Drakenhof?
Amethyst Mage.
Alright, well... let's start heading over there.
Require absolute solitude
I can...
and
and look at
silence.
that. We've actually got to the 6,000. I was about to start an army, but then we miss out on that. But then if we leave this on its own, are we going to be able to destroy this army? I mean, the Warmy's kind of rubbish. That feral wyvern will probably fly in at some point, but we'll kill it quite quickly. But yeah, the Black Orcs are very scary. I mean, we get the towers to shoot at the Black Orcs. That's not too bad. But he's got a couple of Mangler Squigs, which are going to be a bit frightening. God, I don't know, you know. I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. I'm a little worried about, like, Azag himself. I'm not sure how we kill him, really. Except for just keep trying to shoot him with, you know, with our handgunners if we can. But, you know, I really need the handgunners to be shooting the Mangler Squigs or the Black Orcs as well. And they do have some artillery as well, which is a pain, because that means I kind of need to have the towers of Castle Drakenhof shoot at the artillery to try and stop them clobbering us, which means I'm not shooting the Black Orcs, which means they get up onto the walls with more health. Well, isn't this a problem? Do you go before Azag or after? Because I could tell him to defend Castle Drakenhof. And that would be awesome if he did. I think that would be so fun. That would be such a fun thing to do. Anyway, let's go over here.
Work to
We're going to level you up. You're going to get more silver bullets, okay? I want you to have the silverest bullets ever. And I also want you guys to start raiding so I can get some extra cash. And you might think, only 109 though, that's a bit rubbish, mate. Yeah, it is. But we have a mission to do it.
My studies have taught me.
So actually it's going to be a lot better. If these guys choose to attack us, they choose to attack us. We'll be tired, which will suck. This could be really bad for us. Like, this army and this one together might be a real problem. But I think we'll be okay. They've also got some Dogs of War in here. They got Long John's Slayer Pirates. That's cute. But, yeah, with our 4 units of cannons, we can take out his lead belchers really quickly. And then we just switch to Grape Shot, where we just blast through all of this pretty straightforwardly. We can even just target him with a bunch of cannons. So yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're in a position where we don't have to worry too much about the ogres now. This army has too much experience. It's leveled up now, you know? Brass Keep? We could do some things here. Cheaper upkeep, more growth. I mean, I would like to grow this up at some point. 7 more turns and we can get it to tier 4, which is pretty damn good. So let's try and do that a little. Oh, how's Fort Sol doing? 1 more turn. Wow, okay, we're doing Fort Sol next turn then. We've got a bit of extra cash.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
We're going to wait and hope that we don't lose Castle Drakenhof.
Wissenland can wait. Our meeting cannot.
Okay, military access. Let's do it. And we completed our 2 missions. So, raided Norden, so we get an extra 800, and have an income of 6,000, get an extra 1,000, as well as a steel standard, which is nice, extra 20% speed, and the potion of healing as well. Puts up healing cap, and it has a healing potion, funnily enough. Great wealth leads to great power. That's what they said to... that was Norman Osborn's origin story.
No!
That's what that was. Great wealth turns into a goblin. With great wealth comes great schemes. The arcane sigils woven into the fabric of the banner blaze brightly in the presence of metal. And yeah, that's cool too. And Stirland has mobilized. But it doesn't look like they're really defending it all that much, if I'm honest. But the fun thing here is it looks like we can get here with an ambush. Not a very good ambush chance, but if he does decide to go for Drakenhof, he's going to run into that. And he might just attack me. If not, I'll just attack him. You know, screw it. But yeah, I'm glad Stirland's done that. That's really cool.
The nation calls.
And he can't garrison there.
The Empire.
So, you know, he might just be the first thing to get destroyed by the invasion when it shows up. But that's fine. That's fine. I just like it. We can do things like that. In fact, I could tell
Raise Sigma.
someone like Alderbrand, you know, I should probably just tell him to attack that, actually. You just attack that. You've got a great army.
A step too far!
It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
By the comet.
Oh, interesting. Midland is still at war with Goldgrab, huh? Interesting. Alright, so we're not really earning anything from that, so I just want to get over to Kalakungor as fast as I can. And yeah, it seems these guys are doing okay, actually. Yeah, Kislev's actually doing pretty well. Ooh, although, them versus... Yeah, them... Oh, hang on. This really tells a story, doesn't it? So the Chaos Dwarves are really encroaching on Kislev land, which is iffy. They get really... Yeah, it can turn into a pretty brutal fight. But you move further along and you realise that actually Grimgor has been devouring the Chaos Dwarves from the other end. So this might be all they have left. They might be really weakened, which is interesting. Very cool. Man, I love that you actually see the palace all in blue. Very cool. The Ice Palace. Very fun. Right, let's head over here anyway.
Time to drop.
It's going to take a while. You know, this guy can't teleport because he's a chump. All the coolest people can teleport. It's not enough to create something beautiful. To truly leave our mark, we must build to last through the ages. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad she's buffing income a little bit. So now, though... Hang on. Fort Sol needs to be upgraded. And now we have no money. Maybe I have a little bit of money, though. How are we doing? Next turn, I can build another one. Which apparently I can. Apparently this starts, you know... Yeah, it says I can do it in a turn. It doesn't say that I've maxed out, so apparently you just get a scroll bar when we have more than 5. Even though it says you could build up to 5. I know, it's very silly. Although maybe that's true. Maybe it is true. Maybe everyone's been lying to me. We will find out. So, what's next? What is next? Building upgrade available in Griffinwood. You know, getting walls on Griffinwood would be quite good. You know, make sure it stays safe. So, crack it on.
The dead are thick about you. Welcome.
Hey, buddy. Military alliance. Wow. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, he's miles away. That's fine. So yeah, the ambush was fooled, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine by me. I can't quite reach him. That's annoying. I have to like chase him around here, aren't I? Or I could just go for Grom Peak and ignore him completely. Yeah, Gold Grab Manny's got found. Trained marksman. We have extra missile resistance and missile strength for our missile units. Hooray! Gunnery units, archers and crossbowmen are well trained in their crafts, learning not only to hit their marks, but how to avoid becoming targets themselves. Now it wants me to get some infantry, and that can be combat focus, so I'll get higher rank for infantry and cheaper construction cost. Again, I've said this a million times, I hate this reward. It's stupid. It means that you are incentivized to fire the people that you just hired in order to activate this bonus. It's really dumb. It's just silly. And frankly, the recruitment cost minus 25%. You know, and if you recruit a unit to trigger this, then you need to recruit 4 units for you not to have just spent money needlessly. Actually, 5 units, because you also need to offset the upkeep for that one turn that you had that unit recruited for no reason. So it's just silly. Like, it's just... It should just be like a bonus experience every turn.
I foresee
Okay, so I'm going to go attack him. This guy might run in and instigate a fight, knowing that we are reinforcements.
Guardian.
He might. Might not, but he might. I think he attacked Oakenhammer a second time, you know. Zufbar has no garrison, so... Oh, they just attacked Zufbar, I think. Which means that that guy got recruited after that combat, in which case their turn is after Azag's. So Azag might attack us, might not. He seems a bit flighty, if I'm honest. And, ooh, oh, we've already built that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's try and get that defended. Do I build... Yeah, I'm going to do it. We're going to get an Arch Lector might be an interesting pick here, actually. That might be an interesting pick. Do I want the General of the Empire? It would be nice to have a Griffin, actually, leading our cavalry army. Someone who can just, like, jump in and pin things down. And then we, you know, charge from everywhere. Income from all buildings, too. That's really nice. Okay, I like Noble. Alright, Philip Schaffner. We're getting you.
Raise Sigma.
I cool. I very cool. And hip. Shoot me in the head. We are, So I do want things like the war wagons with mortars as well in this army. You know, cavalry, but I also want artillery. But I want to be mobile. So I think war wagons, mortars would be really fun. Because they seem to benefit from the same things as mortars, do they? Is that right? Yes, they benefit from that. Cool. Okay, I like that. It's very charming. Very charming indeed. And the rest of them benefit from this one. So restock. He's be able to restock, which is fun. Disoriented contact effect. Reduced speed, melee defense, and melee attack. For Pistoliers, Outrider, war wagons. Just having some war wagons, you know, cruising with our cavalry would be quite fun. Because, yeah, just making it harder for the enemy to withstand cavalry charges. Could be cool. Could be cool. Anyway, let's recruit something. Do we just start with basic Empire Knights? I feel like maybe we get Knights of the Black Rose. They cost a lot of upkeep, though. And Knights of the Blazing Sun. They're all quite expensive. I kind of want all the things, though. I want all the things, guys. All of them. Alright. Funnily enough, the mortar's the cheapest thing. So we're going to get 4 units of mortars. And I think they do a lot less damage than the normal mortars, don't they? Or are they actually identical? Oh, the mortars are actually identical. I didn't realise that. So they are actually... You could just describe them as an upgrade for mortars. Which I like. That is fun. I didn't realise that. I thought they had, like, lower caliber guns or something, you know? But no, they're identical. That's really fun. So we'll do that for now. Very odd, but like this will help in our defense as well as attack. And then the rest is going to be cavalry. Guards and more is giving us a huge amount of recruitment slots. But so much so that I can't even fit them here. I think we do just want basic Empire Knights because they're a bit cheaper. And then we'll accent it with more powerful ones. Maybe some demigryphs later.
What does the Emperor
But, you know, I feel like our most elite things in the army, we should be relying on stuff like the Amethyst Outriders, stuff like that. Rather than necessarily having the best, like, melee focus. Are you chasing me right now? Is that what you're doing?
Madness! No!
Is it what with these guys? Hey, I did time to go attack, but that seems pointless. We might need to turn around and kill Calic, you know. Just get him off our back. Because I doubt they're going to want to peace out with us anytime soon. We might need an army stationed up here. Like, permanently. But I do really want him to start dealing with these guys. Although, I think actually Elspeth can probably just push through here. I mean, look, we've got dwarves here pushing through. So actually, she could just take Grumpy. We sell that to the dwarfs, maybe. Yeah, we sell that to the, you know, to the Karazankor, to Karazakarak.
Wielder of the
And then, yeah,
pale
we just have her
scythe.
walk up this way. I don't know what this army's doing
It
now.
is time.
Or maybe we have him head north
When war
once this
does
is
not
wrapped up.
call,
So
it is
Elspeth can go over
better
here
that I am alone.
and then teleport to... So Grenstadt might be a really good place to have a teleport, because it's right by Blackfire Pass. That could be really interesting. It might also be worth giving Akendorf, rather than giving Akendorf to the Border Princes, giving it to Avalon, so that way we can build an outpost there. Because that could be really interesting too. And then, you know, we can teleport to Akendorf when, like, you know, when Greenskins invade. That might be interesting.
The graveyard
So, okay, so I think this
grows.
army is actually going to be dealing with, like, Kadrin and things. And yeah, this one, I think, is going to stay on this coast. I think we're going to start trying to deal with Norska. I'll do little raids on Norska, I think. And I really shouldn't have done that. My bad. Well, we're going to be tired, who cares? Okay, this is quite scary. A lot of Marauder champions, so a lot of armor. But everything we have is armor piercing, so, you know, really it just means they'll be slower. So that's good. No, like, yeah, there's some bigger boys over here too. But yeah, I think the mammoths we can probably take down pretty quickly with guns. They're just such a big target. Even when they're, like, doing an attack animation,
No!
guns can hit them pretty reliably.
Invention
So.
is my gift.
Let's do... How much could we have saved from continuous production? Seriously, let's try and get that 10% discount. Although that trade goods thing would make us more money, maybe. It only takes 2 turns, so let's do that because it's quicker. This is all stuff I would love to get, but the amount of turns it takes to research this is huge. We should get research rate up.
New
That's what we should
knowledge is
do. What even
crucial
does
for
that?
our elucidation.
Are there buildings that do that? Probably, right? I mean, this does, I think. I mean, would it be this one? Yeah. Yeah. Just any of the gunnery buildings would put up research rate. So we should build them everywhere, really. But I didn't. Also, we can build another one of these. We spent too much money on boring things like recruitment. Okay, let's get rid of that, and now we can build one, and then we can stock it later. So am I going to build one down here? I think we need to just build something up in, like, Wissenland. Oh, it's 3 grand now. Why was it only 2 grand before? That's weird. It was only saying 2 grand. I had a discount from something, I guess. That's weird. Okay, so we need another grand from somewhere. Let's wheel and deal. Not with the Disciples of the War, but Western Province. Alright, that's 96, so we're nearly there. Alright, that's not great. The Ice Court and the Northern Provinces
Our common
both want to
cause
become
shall
allies.
benefit
Okay,
them
thank
all.
you. Excellent. Allied with Kislev. I like that. They're really thinking about military alliance too. How should that... No, I do not wish to threaten them. Oh boy. I meant to click balance offer, but apparently there's no way we can balance that offer. Oh boy. And yeah, Northern Provinces too.
Against a great
This is great. That's really good.
I will allow it.
Love that. So yeah, plenty of new friends. And Reichland still... Okay, they are starting to like us more, but they still want little to do with us. The Masters of Innovation we just met.
Spit it out!
So that's good news. Alright, we've got some cash now. We got some cash. So, guns and more. And yeah, we're going to go sell something. So we can always teleport to, you know, to deal with the Norskins if we need to. But also, hopefully these guys will end up at war again at some point, and they can do with the extra garrison. Because yeah, the extra... Oh, the cheaper upkeep actually would be really nice if we're having to keep our boys stationed up here. So that's really nice too. But yeah, that extra 4 units will help
If you want it
in
done
that
right,
garrison. So yeah, nice.
pioneer
And yeah, he's probably going to attack
progress.
us next turn. I hate that we're tired. I hate that we're tired. That's going to be really annoying. And
Dark Lady
yeah, we'll see
of
what happens
Nuln.
here. Let's crack on.
Elspeth Von Draken, Awaiting your pleasure.
Join the war against challengers of corn. I mean, yeah. I think probably, actually. Can you give us some more money, though? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I think that's fine.
Pleasure.
I'm happy to join war against chaos. That's kind of the thing. I wanted to solidify the Empire and then be at war with all the baddies. And they did attack us. Excellent. And we have help. The dwarves have sent a dwarf. Excellent. So yeah, this is quite exciting though. A lot of stuff coming in. That's just going to get wiped out by artillery. But, you know, it's going to give it a go. This should be fun. This should be fun. Definitely get the Hellstorm rocket batteries to just wipe out the Black Orcs. They're nice and slow, so they can't really avoid getting hit. And, yeah. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to this. I hope you guys are. It's going to be next episode, so you're going to have to wait. But, you know. Yay, cliffhangers. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
The graveyard rose. Elspeth Von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil.